¿Qué tal, mi gente? Estamos de vuelta con The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, The Complete Edition, The Road to Platinum. Vamos a continuar donde dejamos en el capítulo anterior, en el cual volvimos a la historia principal. Ayudamos a, ¿cómo se dice? A una Dreamer que estaba haciendo, ¿cómo se dice, no? Que estaba haciendo, o que le estaban haciendo cosas, o que estaba en contra de su voluntad en una casa. Porque una, ¿cómo es que se dice? Un Goblin. Sé que se parece a Johnny. Igualito a Johnny. Pues estaba jugando con ella, básicamente. La ayudamos y nos dijo que ahora fuéramos a otro lugar a verla. Después que se le pasara todo lo que estaba soñando, que eran básicamente cosas malas. Y bueno, también creo que hicimos alguna que otra misión secundaria. Y vamos a darle... Ay, no. Sí, no. No, bueno, sí, ya, más nada, ¿no? Así que vamos a darle, vamos a continuar.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrado. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
By the way, ya decidí que después de esta vamos a jugar Spider-Man Miles Morales, que me está esperando ahí desde hace mucho tiempo. Vale. Ok, ci siamo qui. Aspetta un po'. A ver qué hay por aquí que podamos hacer. Por aquí se supone que había... Ah, mira. Vale, me acabo de acordar. Creo que aquí hay otra. Creo. Otra puerta. Joder, tío. Vale, un momento. Un momento. Y donde tengo todas mis cosas. Es que no me gusta reiniciar las cosas, joder. Se pierde lo que uno hacía. Vale, estamos caminando. Vale. Sí, hay una puerta ahí. Hay dos ahí mismo, básicamente. Vamos. Mira, ahí está. Southern Gate. Vale, ya la tenemos. Pam, param, 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 pam. Southern Gate. In truth, demarcating the eastern and not southern edge of the city. The Southern Gate was given its inappropriate name by a one-time city planner who knew nothing about architecture and could not read a map, but had in his favor the fact that he was the mayor's cousin, and through lavish parties. Though confusingly incorrect, the name stuck, and now the city residents never think twice about its illogical appellation. Vale. No apunta al sur, ¿no? Vale. La otra. Qui. Vamos. Andiamo. Vamos. Ah, iba a ser lo de Hattori. Me acabo de acordar. Tengo que anotar las cosas que quiero hacer. Es que tenía yo mi lista de trofeos. Como iba con algunas cosas que hay que hacer. Tengo que volver a hacerla. ¿Aret o arete? Voy a decir aret. Vale. La musiquita, qué linda. Vale. Allora. Alright. Novigrado had always attracted those in search of a better life. Some of them found no welcome within the city walls, and so built huts outside the city. Ok, vamos a hacer esto, ya que estamos aquí. Cerquita. Vamos. Halfling. Ok. Pues no, pensé que estaba más cerca. Un guarded treasure. Ah. Toma. Burned, burned. ¿Quieres más? Toma. Nivel bajo, ¿no? Sí me gustaría que de alguna manera se pudiera saber qué nivel de los vainosos estos. Manuscrito de algo me dieron. By the way. Ahora que lo dices. Alchemy. Blue Mutagen. Vale. No puedo hacer el Greater. Me falta uno, vale. Vale. Red Mutagen. Vale, alcohol. Aquí yo quiero ver estas cosas que me hace falta. Un Aether. Y aquí me falta un Regis. Y aquí me falta un Nigredo. Y ninguna de estas vainas puedo hacer. Porque me hace falta el White Gold. ¿Dónde es que consigo yo esa vaina? Oh, mira. Un albedo tampoco. Me falta el White Gold. Alcohol. No lo puedo hacer yo. Mira, ya tengo Mandrake. Falta el Cherry Cordial. Pero yo sé que esto lo puedo conseguir en algún lado. Vale, Enhance Groid. ¿Ya? Nothing else. Potions. Es que me falta el White Gold de los cojones. Vale. Vale, ahora. Vamos. Por aquí, ¿no? Por aquí. Más o menos. Por aquí debería haber una misión. Pero yo creo que ya pasamos por ahí. Y si no la encontramos, pues no la encontramos.
Wonderful.
Por aquí no. Quita. Excuse me.
It's a waste of words.
Pam, param, pam, pam, param, pam, param.
A lot, joder. Aquí no es. Vale. No, nothing.
Welcome. What can I get the honourable gentleman? New Poo Lanes, perchance? I've not got a true pair, but they'll be the same size.
What about Went?
We get some cards in too, I'll be a happy man.
No, todavía no me la juego con Nilgar. Interesting. Quitar este. Sure. Primero Roach. Trebuchet. Ok, take. Joder. ¿Cuál fue el otro que me dieron? Interesting. Uf, cabrón, me la aplicó, pero también se la aplica a él. Uy, fue empate. Sheila. Solo te quedan 3 cartas. Sí, a mí nada me quedan pues, 2. Que salga bueno. Vamos, joder, me salió la perfecta. Cabrón. Thanks. Quiero ver qué vendes.
I see.
Fine.
Penetrable fuck.
Show me what you got.
So, what don't I got? Something for everyone. Seek and you shall find. Cheap too.
Interesting. Ah, mira, este man puedo vender todo esto. No. No. Esto. No, esto no. Ya se le acabó la plata. ¿En serio? Ni uno. Ni medio. El pick. No. Mira, vendí otro. Ah, no tienes nada que yo te quiera comprar. Thank you.
Thanks.
Come again. Cheap as it gets, right here. He beat his face to a pulp.
¿Dónde está? ¿Quién?
Sell for 3 nights.
¿Quién es el que vende aquí?
Trusted a woman once. Long ago. I was willing to give me right hand for her.
Che. ¿Dónde está? Aquí dentro. No.
Oh!
Oi, cocker!
Long shark.
Greetings. What have you got to pawn, and how much do you need?
What makes you think I need a loan?
Tain't a man that don't from time to time. And you don't look nor smell flush with coin.
Just so happens I'm doing fine at the moment.
Exactly.
Then maybe you'd like a look at what the less fortunate have forfeited.
Been a loan shark long?
Aye, since I was just a little tyke.
So you helped your dad, took it over when he died.
Nah, my own father left me here in pawn, and nothing could me.
Cabrón. Hecho me iguales.
Show me what you have in stock.
Libro. Change Your Life, a handbook. No. Esto. No, esto sí tengo que guardarla. Oh, mantiene plata, llave. Ya se le acabó. Se te acabó la plata.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
No he metido a Besmere. ¿Y a qué lo metí? Sí, aquí sí, ¿no? Pero en este no. ¿A quién sacamos ahora aquí? Que no me había dado cuenta de esto. ¿Sheila? Diría que uno de estos, ¿no? Estos son entre más arriba. Está que está Sultan. No, Sultan no. Quitar a este sin Fred. Perfect. Kira, Vale. Así que me quito uno de estos. Vale. Joder, juega con monsters. Qué cabrón. Qué cabroncete. Hijo de tu mamá. Venga, Vesemir. Y crack. Joder. Ay, no. Joder, 3 decoy, mandas huevo. Se quedó uno de 5, mano. Oh, vale, perfecto. Thank you very much. Voy a gastarnos este. A ver que salga la médica. Vamos. Dime de medic. Joder, tío. Vamos, Roche. No. No, cabrón. Lo perdí. No me jodas, arachas. 35, mano. Salvar. Tiene las mayores de 6. Vamos a meter los de 5. No sé, no. No me jodas, hijo de tu madre. Ya perdimos. Todavía tiene una carta. Qué crack, óigame. Usted sabe jugar, señor. Joder, hermano. No me salió la médica. Joder. No me en revenge. ¿Qué acabo de hacer?
Hello there. Pawn.
Ven, joder.
What would you say?
Joder, que con los decoys. Pues háganme cosas buenas ya. El man me tira agua. Así que no necesito mucho de esto. Vale, por fin me salió la vieja, joder. My turn, my turn, my turn. Te voy a poner Roche enseguida, venga. Arachas. Sí, creo que estoy jugando a tirar la primera ronda. Vale. Un combo bueno. Uff, cabrón. ¿Qué se jugamos? Ah, ¿con qué se jugamos? Sabía yo que me le iba a tirar. Thank you very much. O dejo que se muera. Voy a dejar que se muera. Me sirve que se muera. In relief. Joder, cabrón. No, porque está intentando ganarme esta... Está intentando ganarme full esta ronda. El cabrón. Yo subo son 20, no, son 13. 13 más 25. 28. Y voy abajo en cartas. Cabrón. Joder, tío. Ya. Todo tuyo. Así gastarme el decoy ahora mismo. Vale, vale. Coge. Ah, esa carta es horrible. Yo digo, esa habilidad. Pararara, pararara. Creo que le salió culemano bien mala, a mi parecer. Uf, una vampire. Cabrón, pero es que tiene todo el deck súper espectacular. Tienes que jugar todo. Y te voy a hacer jugar todas las cartas que tengas. Todavía le queda una carta al cabrón. Todavía le queda una carta. Joder, mira la que se va a quedar. Saca, saca, saca tu carta, tu última carta. Vale, perfecto. Toma. ¡No! ¿Qué acabo de hacer? Vamos, ganamos, ganamos, ganamos. Gracias. Cahir. Me dieron a Cahir. Vamos. ¿Dónde está? El Guardian. Cahir. ¿Cuál quitamos aquí? Uno de este. No, 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 este de 3 no. Vamos a quitar uno de 2. Uno de 2 no. Mejor uno de 2 que uno de 3. Pero estos de 2 se pueden unir. Venga, vamos a quitar ese de 3. Ahí está, by the way. queda bien este Mortisane. Voy a quitar este mejor.
Enough to feed the tykes.
Vale. Allora. Allora. Quiero ir... ¿Dónde está? Sería por aquí, ¿no? Más o menos, ¿no? Sí, diría que por aquí. Vamos. Atenciones. Atenciones. Vamos. Joder, señora. Ah, tampoco. Oh. Aquí está. Hello, child.
What happened, kid?
They what? Okay, estoy seguro.
Hey, wait.
The great git.
Grab him.
What do you want? Vale.
Leave it to me.
Son nivel 14, ya ve. Upa.
You to dive now.
Toma, muérete.
Dive, fool.
No. Vale. La cabecita, por favor. No sé si me contó. No sentí que vibrara, la verdad. Vale. Ahora. Mapa. ¿Y esto qué es? Pero espérate, ¿dónde está la otra misión? Está la otra misión aquí. Debería estar cerca. Vale, por aquí. Sí, por ahí. Guarda la espada, por favor, Geralt. Es que vive Tris, no me acuerdo. Si encontramos a Tris, creo que podríamos hacer algo.
Sweet thing. Hello, pretty boy.
Punishable by death.
No, nothing. Debería ser por aquí. Arriba no creo. Bueno, continuamos. Aquí. Por aquí.
Fuck this ain't dog.
Atenciones, permiso. ¿Por aquí o por el otro lado? Por acá. Move it.
Hard finding work here, you know. With the eternal fire burning.
No, nada. ¿Puedo entrar aquí?
Eternal fire be with you.
As a result of an incident of a racial nature, Percival Scuddenbach has moved his shop to Mahakand. We invite all our loyal customers to visit us on Mount Carbon. Okay. Vale, no hay nada por aquí. Y aquí tampoco locked. Arriba tampoco, ¿no? Oiga. Nada. ¿Cómo va my name?
Oh, right.
Okay. Sería por aquí. Por aquí, por aquí, por aquí. Permiso, permiso. Move it.
Hard finding work here, you know.
No two ways about it. My child's fallen ill. Another suicide.
Ahí está.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Ta-na-na. St. Gregory's Bridge. Bridge named after the hero of Novigrado who saved the city from a horrible famine 300 years ago by sacrificing half his fortune to import food from Nassau. After this, he was declared a saint. Something even the jurors of the Church of the Eternal Fire were unable to change. Okay. Did you say so? Vale. Quiero mi 24, es nivel 24, en serio. Uy, zona. No me dieron ganas de hacerla. ¿De verdad? Venga, va. Hago esto entonces. Por aquí no hay otro. No. Vale, aquí. Espérate ahí. Quest. Completed. No. ¿Cómo se llama? Haunted House. La H. No. Espera, cálmate. Secondary. Tampoco, ¿no? No, H tampoco está por aquí. Which we can try. Something for the one lady of the lights. No. Y la otra se llama Following the Thread. Se me suena, ¿no? Se me suena, no sé por qué. Aquí está, esta sí está. Vale, entonces esta ya lo puedo quitar. Vale. ¿Y esta cuál es? Haunted House. Your contract. No, aquí no está a mano. Treasure tampoco. Completed. Pero es que esto me suena que ya lo hicimos. No sé por qué. Siento que es la que acabamos de hacer, la que hicimos ayer. ¿O no? Wow, hard. Vale. Espérate. Joder, que hay un poco de comerciantes con los que no he hablado. Nada. Mano. Ajá, ¿por qué no sale? Ah, vale, menos mal que este no juega Gwen, joder. Menos mal que no juegas Gwen. Vale. Ah, espera, el libro. Inventory. ¿Dónde está el libro ahora? Aquí está, aquí está. Change Your Life, a handbook. And so I, Jacob the Rebel, once well known as a libertine and brawler, extraordinary from Nassau, with his myriad taverns to the wilds of Sericania, used what strength I had left to pull my cross ashore. The raft I have strapped together out of an old boot, bits of strap and a burst of barrel, had taken on so much water that 2 ells more and I have sunk to the bottom. Instead, I stood on a dry land, and that was all that mattered. With not a living soul inside and my stomach rolling something mighty, I began to explore. The isle was bereft of game, but offered fruit in great abundance. I ate so heartily the juice nearly poured out of my ears. And then I began to gather wood with which to build my shelter for the night and fuel the fire that will warm me. It was then that I came upon the strange plan that will change my life till the end of my days. Ignorant of its value at this time, I frivolously used it for kindling. Yet as soon as it began to smolder and its sweet scent filled my nostrils, I felt light and the coastal breeze whisked all my troubles away. I devoted the subsequent years of my life to researching this miraculous weed and its properties. As a result, I was able to develop a method that is likely to transform the life of any who puts it into practice. Here's how to begin. ¿Y de qué habla entonces? A wheat. Vale. Yo jugué contra este man. No, este es uno de los firmes, ¿no? Creo que sí. Ah, no, no juega. Perfecto. Mira, 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 este man vende, pero solo vende uno. Joder, de uno en uno, en serio.
See you later.
Claro, otro que necesitaba. Vale, vamos, vamos, vamos. Herbales. Estoy tratando de hablar con usted. Ay, menos mal que estos más no juegan. Una fórmula. Man, no vende lo que quiero.
So long.
Que hay otro. Greetings. Oh, mano, este sí que vende. Uy. What the fuck? Cule poco. Espera, no te puedo vender algo yo a ti ahora. No, ese man no vende, no compra nada de esto. Man solo compra esto, alcohol y más nada, comida. Espero haber comprado lo que era.
So long.
Espera, vamos a ver. Look at me. Alcohol. Ay, se me acabó. Creo que necesitaba. Un nigredo. Joder, cálmate. Nigredo. ¿Cuál es el otro? Joder, hermano. Con triángulo. Quítate. Este es un Rabbits. Revis, ábrete. Revis. Vale, necesito un albedo, ¿no? Una ether, vale, espérate. Está el herbalista. Welcome. Necesito esta de que tienes de 11. Por favor, no seas cara. Perfecto, baratica. Thank you.
So long.
Espérate, vamos a quedarnos aquí. Alchemy. Ether, ¿qué me falta? How I go. Sentí que se cayó algo. Vale. Decoction. Vale, alchemy. Decoction tenemos aquí para hacer. Vale. Oils. ¿Qué nos falta? Bear fat. Joder. ¿Y esto? Esta todavía no hemos encontrado eso. Un cave throw liver. ¿Dónde encuentro yo eso? Hands beer oil. No tengo el hands. Superior. Ah, mira, esto lo puedo ver. Albedo, vale. Alcohol. Albedo. Ahora tengo un oil superior. Perfect, thank you very much. Aquí. Devourer's blood, no lo tengo. No tengo esto, así que ni siquiera lo intento. Híbrido. No tengo el Enhance. El Superior. Hydragenum. Perfecto. Decoction. No, aquí. Alcohol. Hydragenum. Oil. Superior. Papu, perfecto. Aquí el Superior. Ay, tengo el Vampire. Vermilion. Vale. Vermilion, ¿dónde estás? Oil, vale. Aquí. Me falta el Enhanced Hybrid Oil. Y aquí está. Ah, pero no tengo esta. La Erinia. Ay. Y aquí en el Beast. Me falta Beer Fat. ¿Dónde puedo comprar Beer Fat? No vendes.
What have you got?
No. Creo que la he visto en algún lado, pero no sabría dónde.
So long.
Vale.
Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Top-notch sword.
Master-crafted armor. Think you could make me some?
Ooh, I did get my journeyman's papers, but I've yet to make anything akin to a masterwork. You might try in Velen. A dwarf there goes by Fergus. He might help. Guildsmen claim there's no one better anywhere south of the Pontar.
I already talked to him. Show me your wares. Vale, necesito vender cosas. Gracias. Pero si todavía... Ah, no. Mi plata son 4000. Vale. ¿Y esto qué es? ¿Lo qué es? No, no, no. Vale.
Willing to craft something for me?
Vale.
So long.
Hay alguien que me haga unas espadas. Por lo menos del nivel chirri, ya ve. Pero yo voy a buscar algo aquí. Aquí. Este. Aquí. Una tienda de libros, creo, si no estoy mal. Sí.
It can't be. White hair, yellow eyes. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia is enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
What?
Who was he?
¿Verdad?
He didn't introduce himself, but the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got.
Batman tiene libros que no he leído. Fauna of the Northern Realms, Volume 1. Ways of the Manor of Skellige Folk. Dijo que era rojo, ¿no? Pues este es el único que parece rojo. Venga, te lo compro todo, cabrón. No, mira, compré uno que ya tengo. Huele poco, ¿eh? Fauna of the Northern Realms, Volume 1. What a wolf is, every man knows, who hasn't heard them howling at night, or seen their tracks in the snow come morning, who hasn't felt a cold chill run down his spines when he catches sight of a pack of 5 of them hunting in the woods. These beautiful animals are treated by men as enemies, and not without reason, for they attack our flocks and will even kill our horses during times of deep frost. Yet they are noble beasts, endowed with great intelligence and displaying a strength and independence that no man can help but admire. Heavily fated nose by Hieronymus on the Witcher Elgar. Elgar plays a grace to the School of the Wolves, which are geared in 3 different caves in the area immediately to the south of Kaer Morhen. He hoped future generations of Witcher will find them in an hour of need. Edwin Greloff Thermap. Beautiful, Professor Slapko Atimstained. Will be furious. I loved the first map in a Game of Wend, and then the second was stolen from me while I was slightly indisposed after a hard night in the casino. I cannot arrive empty-handed at the station near the tomb under Crookback Hills, or the professor will vivisect me on the spot. The 4 new locations I have marked on this map might be enough to protect me from his wrath. Edwin Greloff, adjunct in Natural History of Oxenford Academy. The were underground. We hunkered down for the night in a cave so enormous the light from our torches faded into the murky black without revealing any upper bound to it. For most of the night all we could hear was the rushing of water somewhere behind the wall of the cave. Yet after some time it is hard to say how much, for we had lost all sense of where day ended and night began. We heard a sort of scraping noise, and then the sound of boulders shifting. The scrapping turned to a roar, but by that time we were already on our feet, and running towards the tunnel through which we had entered the cave. We did so none too soon, for the shifting had opened up a new passage in the cavern, which began to spew out hordes of small misshapen humanoids. Without breaking stride, I looked over my shoulder, and in the midst of the mass of midgets, I spied the outline of a large black troll. Thus began our run for our life. Necronomicon, to think that men appear of an empty world and gain mystery over it unchallenged is as foolish as thinking the world will cease to exist after man's passing. Before the first humans set foot on our world, it was inhabited by beings superior to men in terms of wisdom, strength, and every other virtue. The beings I have in mind still exist in our present time, though they do not exist in a sphere available to human understanding. They occupy no dimension known to us. Where they live can best be described as a space between worlds. At times, one can sense their presence through a sudden, unknown scent, or a strange feeling of anxiety with no apparent cause. A wind which blows in several directions at once is another example of their subtle manifestation in our realm. ¿Dónde está? There exists various imagining of what these creatures might look like, yet these have nothing to do with reality. For man is incapable of conceiving something which he has not seen, even in his wildest nightmares. The greatest horror these beings bring comes precisely from their indefinitiveness and lack of concrete form, yet it would be a mistake to think that a formless creature is necessarily harmless. The power they possess is sufficient to lay waste to a forest, level a city or whip an entire sea into froth and waves. Today man is master of the world, but only for a short while. They await patiently and will soon arise and regain their one-time glory. This is as certain as dawn follows dusk, and dusk then follows again soon after, to drown everything once more in darkness. Son 16. You got to be kidding me. Esto ya no lo tenía. The Wild Hunt, no, ya lo leí. Pearls of the North, Oxenford. Este también no lo leí. Oxenford, a gem snuggling into the bosom of the Pontar to the east of Novigrado, a cradle erected upon Redanian soil, nurturing the greatest minds not only of that kingdom, but of all other Nords. To walk its hallowed academy halls is to embark on a journey to learning, from the finest points of philosophy to the grandest stroke of art, with stuff made to admire architecture and dissect medicine along the way. Peer to either side and you will espy fellow travelers in your pilgrimage of learning. The students, they throng Oxenford Street, lending it an indelible imprint of youth that can be felt the moment you pass through its gate. Dormitories stand cheek by jowl, booksellers hawk used tomes on every corner, and under every tree fresh faces debate poetry with passion. Yet youth is not all slate and compass, and the young here shrink none of his other typical pastimes. Raucous and merry are the city streets, both by day and even more so by night. Though the city councillors have forbidden the sale of alcohol off the docks, no one seems eager to enforce this with stricture, and wisely so, for any loss of sleep is more than made up for by the gains, profits to to fatten his innkeeper's pocket and the late-night croonings of troubadours to enrich his souls. As for architecture, of particular note are the recently renovated Elven aqueducts, used to clean the city's sewers. They stand as witness to the city's innovative spirit. You will not find their like in all the civilized world. Dominating the town's architectural visage lies a glistening crown in the complex buildings that compromises the Oxenford Academy. Few today remember that these edifices, constructed by the elves, predate the city itself. It is the institution that named the city, and not vice versa. Today, Oxenford Academy enjoys a reputation matched only by the Imperial Academy in Nilfgaard, of the greatest renown, the departments of alchemy, natural history, minstrelsy and poetry, medicine and herbology, engineering, and last but certainly not least, philosophy. A fair ribbon flickers across the sky, the riders' spectral silhouettes barely discernible within it. Then the cavalcade contours closer and closer, revealing more and more of the ghastly form. Now the buffalo horns atop their helms penetrate one's view. Now the crest bewitches them, and now the skull-like faces pose beneath their visors. The riders sit astride skeletal mounts, beads of barred stock to their sides like boils. A furious gale howls through the willows. Their blades now glisten like unfailing stars in the black sky. The wind howls louder and louder. No, there is no wind. That is Galson. Suddenly the nightmarish cavalcade twists once more. The hooves of its ghostly mounts shine in the light of will of the whips hanging above the bog. At the head of the cavalcade rides the king of the hunt, a rust-eaten bassinet sways above a skull-like mass. Gaping eye sockets burn with a pale blue fire. Around him rails a tattered cloak, a necklace rattles atop his rust-covered breastplate, holds empty as the abyss stares out from it. Once they were filled with precious stones, but these fell out during his race across the skies and became stars. The king of the hunt laughed, his teeth rotten as the grave, snapping above the rusty color of his breastplate. The blue flames in the eye sockets of his skeletal mask roar. Vale, vamos a esta misión. Find a book with red cover using... Bah, ya lo encontramos. ¿No? Ice Trolls. Look right. A winter cold and deep frostbite eats your feet, snow falls down and hides the ground, and ice trolls wake from sleep. Climbing to the top, a folk song heard in northern Kentwind. Climbing to the top of the snow-covered peaks is never a safe endeavor. One can slip and fall into a ravine, be buried in an avalanche, or stumble across ice trolls. Unlike the rock trolls found at lower altitudes, these permafrost-dwelling monsters treat every man they encounter as possible ingredient for a tasty meal. Luckily, ice trolls live atop high mountain ridges, so inaccessible they rarely encounter humans, and some suppose this is why they have not mastered the basis of common speech. Others claim their harsh mountain home has stripped them of an ability they once possessed. For in a land of never-ending cold, there is no room for mercy of understanding. Ice trolls are crueler than their rocky kin. Though they use similar tactics in battle, tossing stones and swimming with their mighty fists. They are hardier and stronger than rock trolls, and thus more dangerous. Like rock trolls, their backs are covered in thick protective armor, meaning one should never strike them from the rear. Meanwhile, their mass means that the R-sign cannot move them. Lastly, never think of attacking them during a blizzard. At such time, they draw power from the surrounding cold and fight with increased strength. Okay. Aquí está, ¿no? The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, Illustrated Edition.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Okay. On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Soames, and all the king's men had been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, Such was Muriel's great misfortune, that this bandage chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind, and deaf. She did not wait when a tree fell in front of the carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandit fought a fierce battle against their ghostman. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out her instructions. What the fuck? Ah, ese no era. Ese no era. I thought it was that one. Treatment of furuncles through cauterization.
Treatment of furuncles through cauterization. A study.
Everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they care to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease, or even the disease cause an epicenter. Is your lung wheeze and your heart flutters, or is you sick of pustulas? You can carve them off and be free of this ill for good. When you go to carve of a boil, use a sharp knife which you had a dog. Lick thoroughly beforehand, for a dog's tongue works wonders in healing wounds. You got to be brave as you go about it, slicing and confidently, steadily as is carving off a hunk of cheese. Then quickly cauterize the resultant wound using a red-hot poker. Don't pay any mind to screams or tears. Pus, bile, and any other humus need to be gathered in a basin, then dumped in a pit and then pit cover, else the illness might return. Joder, todavía hay otros más. My manifesto, the life of Jacques Aldersberg.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
Okay. The reason of choosing Jacques de Aldersberg as Grand Master remained a mystery. The Order of the White Rose had gone through a crisis in those times and was on the verge of collapse, and one might guess that the Brethren wished to have someone decisive as their leaders, someone with a clear vision. De Aldersberg was precisely such a man. One of his first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, had appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer, an itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches declaiming non-humans. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the white frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one still with unshakable principles which he in turn tried to instill in others. Was he truly a source? Was he indeed gifted with raw magical talent? That we will never know for certain. Okay. Letter from A. Witcher. In the ocean of possibilities, some events are more likely and some less. It is not easy to fish out the first, not even when one's intellect stretches through all time and space. I left this letter to you, in the hope that despite all odds you will come across it one day. For I must warn you, mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the White Frost is not just the babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now, at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save the world except preparing its entire population for its catastrophe. The old tales say a child of the elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by a hideous vision, a crowned wraith, the spectre of my failure. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolves' blizzards comes, men shall perish, and only the Overman will survive. Your duty is to give the word Overman. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. A. ¿Quién es A? Ok, mi gente. El tiempo se acaba, lo vamos a dejar aquí, ok. Mañana comenzamos leyendo todo esto. Leyendo todo esto, así que mi gente, hasta la próxima. Chao, chao.